Previously on Prometheus.
I think the two of us need to watch out for each other because we've both won our immunities.
I really am liking the conversations Antonio and I are having, and we are both doing really well in competitions, so we can keep an eye out for each other.
How do you guys feel about where we're at compared to everyone else? Because I feel like personally, I would want to go to the end with you two the most.
Like, us three are being disrespected by the jury. I think our only chance of winning this game is against each other, and I think we need to go to the end together. And I've already been super close with CJ and super close with Aaron individually.
So Michael and CJ and I are saying, okay, we're gonna be a three. These are the three that I feel like we're kind of on the bottom of the totem pole. But I definitely like the Antonio Jocelyn group as well.
Although, honestly, on that note, I do think the three of us could do something very low-key.
Jocelyn brings up a good point. CJ wants to see me gone, and he's getting kind of backstabby, so what do we do?
And the next person sacrificed from the game, Bloody. Bloody, do you have any final thoughts?
But I deeply appreciate everyone here except for Jocelyn. I don't really know you.
I will also officially announce Messenger is no longer part of the game. All interactions must be face-to-face, 3 to a breakout room.
Hi, Keita. That was kind of rude of her to Jocelyn.
Yeah.
I appreciate you all so much, except for you, Jocelyn. I don't know you.
Yeah, who says that? Oh, man.
I'm happy to see it. Good on Jocelyn for surviving. I'm happy for her.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming Antonio is the one running shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I think we already clocked.
We already knew that. I don't know what Bloody was doing with her game, but if she knew that, if she knew who was really running the game, why didn't she,
come to us?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Anyways, I guess we'll see when she comes. But I'm really happy that CJ and Jocelyn are still in it.
Yes. As long as they're there, we have hope.
Yes, exactly.
Surprise!
We did predict this.
Yeah. No, this is not a surprise to, I think, anyone in this room.
We said 7 or 6 you would be here.
Yeah.
How are you? How are you feeling?
Yeah, what happened?
I'm good. Dude, it was a near unan. So, and this is the problem is my computer, my Wi-Fi crapped out halfway through. So, not ideal on a round where I already felt like I was definitely going to get votes again. But then, yeah, I this is my suspicion. I wonder how you guys feel. I feel like, one, Antonio is definitely running, but just by virtue of having a shit ton of immunities.
Yeah.
But he has been leaking the info left and right. And I don't know, you get those feelings. I'm sure everyone in this room has either felt it in this game or some other game where you just get into a temple and I want to even say no one's looking at you, but obviously we're all looking at the screen, but it was just one of those things where it's even Aaron's face, I felt like Aaron's face changed on that vote too. Well, that was the funny thing too, is I'm getting from Antonio, he's your name's out there. Maybe you should put some other name out there. And I'm okay, well, I'm trying to get back onto my computer. Why don't you do that? I don't know. It was just weird. I also know, at least from my perspective, the names that I was given were CJ and Tracy. And so these fuckers had me voting Tracy out on my vote out.
Yeah, that was pretty sad. I was like, dang, that sucks.
I know. So, I mean,
so the last round, like my round, who voted Bloody? Like that was.
So that's also the shady shit of it all. And I still don't understand why. Antonio voted me, and he told me. He came to me after and he said, okay, so Jocelyn and Jenny told me that the plan is to vote Tracy. And I told them that I'd go along with that plan, but I just want to see if they're full of shit or if they're going to actually do it. So I voted you to throw away my vote. And I'm like, okay, you're throwing away your vote to like the person who's like the no target in the game.
That's too close of a vote to be a throwaway vote. That's BS.
So 100%, like my alarm bells were off, but like we can't do anything. He's been winning every immunity. Has anyone thought of what they want to ask at the final ascension ceremony?
I feel like it's kind of a given that Aaron and Tracy, or at least one of them, will be there. So if Aaron's there with as much peace and love as possible, I'm gonna be like, why did you apply? Because you didn't show up really ever. Like I've seen nothing from her. Yeah. Like the bare minimum, she's on camera is all I can give her at this point.
Yeah.
I couldn't in any regard, because at least with Tracy you can kind of say she had it really tough with the elder twist, and I get that. She didn't have that problem. And she was just complacent in everything. So unless she shows me and like she pulls out the knives right now and starts slitting people's throats left, right, and center, there's no way she's getting my vote.
She slit my throat.
But I feel like that wasn't her idea.
Yeah, no, God no.
Hello.
Hey.
So how do you guys feel about Bloody?
I'll do it if you guys want to. We could do 4 right here.
I think the thing after is like Tracy's going to be pissed, and I don't know.
I think that this is 1,000% the time to take out Bloody. As everyone has been saying all along, if she gets to the end, she is going to win. And I think in particular for my game, everyone thinks that she has been dragging me along. Honestly, I guess we sort of trust each other. I've definitely been playing up the fact of like, oh yeah, Bloody and Tracy, they're my closest allies, blah, blah, blah. So actually, as I'm thinking about it, I might now get to the end and not be able to win because Tracy and Bloody are gonna feel like I stabbed him in the back.
We did it.
Holy shit. I don't know how this dog is so calm right now because I am not. And he normally feeds off of my energy, and when I'm excited, he gets excited. And wow. It actually happened, and I feel horrible being excited because I really do like Bloody, and I don't know what that exit speech was about. The cannibalization of their team has begun, and we'll see how long I can keep staying in the game and just voting with whoever they want to vote out from within them.
Who told her Tracy?
I don't know, because it was y'all know who's running this, and then I appreciate all of you except Jocelyn. I'm like, bro, I literally sat in all these rooms going like, just tell me what you think, because I obviously have no pull anywhere. Like,
I still don't think they know the 3 of us are together.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Let's keep it going for one more round, then it's straight to the top.
Tracy, if we can, do we just want to decide that now?
Oh, we probably should decide it now.
Yeah, I would say
I don't know how rooms are going to shake out later. Yeah.
I think we say Tracy just because I think that I think like well, I guess it doesn't matter, but I was going to say that I think that Tracy and CJ are like not going to work together. So I feel like
so either way, yeah,
either one.
I think the next one we decided it'd be either Tracy or CJ probably. I want to break up the CJ Michael duo. But I do feel that, I don't know, Michael could definitely flip on me. Definitely. Because I feel like he's one that's more in it for the win, not more so for the fun. And And so if he gets the opportunity to strike, he probably will.
I'm kind of curious as to who she thinks is running things, because she said that and I was like, she said it like it was very obvious, and maybe I'm just an idiot, but
I think Bloody was definitely pointing a finger at me when she said that you know who's running this game. Not too sure, but I think there could be a high possibility. And if I'm running the game, I'll run it to the end.
Who's running?
Well, she was saying she was talking to Michael, like when we were chatting, and she said she was chatting him, so maybe she was alluding to that. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he's the one that told her to vote Tracy.
Because that, first of all, that's so fucked up to like make her vote, because you know they've been close since the beginning.
Yeah, to make her vote, like, okay, yeah, you want her vote to go somewhere, like whatever. And I guess maybe the plan would have been splitting her and Tracy's votes from each other so that like they didn't go too, but that's the only thing I like.
Well, and it probably means that, yeah, maybe like if Michael and CJ are together, maybe that means that they don't trust some conglomeration of us to do the thing that we said that we were going to do.
I'm still really nervous about my chances to win, but I'm hoping that I am going to be able to talk about how I've been like kind of playing the middle. I think it'll either make me look very snaky and people will be distrustful, or they will respect the game move.
That's why I think it might be better for either CJ or Michael next, because Tracy's kind of on her own now, right?
That's true.
So we could break up that duo and then stop them from protecting each other or trying to get us to turn on each other, and then do Tracy after, or Michael or CJ after.
I mean, I'd happily do CJ because he reached out multiple times to me and Jenny, and now that I'm looking back, like every single thing, I feel like it was baiting. Because it never went the way that it was
he was talking about
going, you know what I mean?
I just can't believe I'm here. Like, come on. Am I dreaming? Yeah, this is insane. And yeah, I'm happy that I hope I'm gonna be with the final two with Michael. I think me and Michael have been working together side by side, and Erin is also a good ally of mine. So I think the three of us going to the end is my dream team.
Final six.
Oh my gosh. You guys are crazy.
Wow.
Game's getting on big time. Final six.
Yeah.
I still think Jocelyn is gonna have to go. Because if she makes the end, she's 100% winning. Like all those people all the jury would vote for her.
Yeah. Oh yes.
He was the last one standing.
I think she has at least 3 votes secured.
Yeah.
At
She
least.
does.
Yeah.
Who do we have as our jury members starting today? We have Louise,
Ben,
Jenny. They're all going to be Team Jocelyn. We got to get rid of her.
Yeah, even Buddy probably will be, because we all just voted her out.
But she said that she doesn't. I mean, it's nice meeting everyone except for
yeah,
except for Jocelyn.
Oh my gosh, I feel bad actually. Oh my god,
that's great.
When she said we all knew who was running this game, who do you think she meant?
I don't know actually. That's a good question.
I don't know.
I feel like it depends on her views. Maybe Antonio, because he keeps winning challenges.
And while I do feel like I've played one of the best games here, I don't know if I've played the best. It's hard to tell based on what the jury believes. So I really want to be able to carve my path there with Aaron and CJ, because I feel like they are viewed by the jury, whether it's fair or not, as people that have not been doing as much, along with me, is their perception. So if I go to the end with them, at least then it's more like an even playing field. Whereas if I feel like if I go with Antonio or Jocelyn, I'm in big trouble.
But not just a random guess.
I think she said, you convinced me to vote for Tracy. We all know who's running this game.
So who was in the breakout room with her?
With Bloody. Who was
with Bloody?
That could have been through message too, though. That's the thing.
Oh yeah.
There was a message, so anyone could have talked to her. I never even heard your name, Tracy, so I don't know where that came from.
I gotta know who my allies are.
Yeah.
You know,
I hear you.
like I'm getting nervous now.
Don't be. We're fine.
So I think this time around, I'm pretty sure we have a Jocelyn thing going on, unless they're all scheming against me. They're giving me the boot, which still at this point makes me a juror, so I'm pretty okay with that. But I hope to see the final 3. That would be pretty freaking awesome.
All right, so are all 3 of us here on board with Jocelyn?
Yeah. Yep.
CJ?
Oh yeah, because like the moment she gets to 5 and then she can, I mean, Jocelyn has the capability to win immunity challenge, right?
Yeah.
It's not like she's not like good with challenges. She's good. So if we let her to 5 at least, then she might win. I mean, she might, keep winning.
Yep.
But at the same time, Antonia's also winning. So
yeah.
I was able to get in a room with CJ and Tracy, and we talked about how for the vote, if Jocelyn doesn't want immunity, we got to get rid of her, because if she makes the end, she's going to win. And while that is true, I think the number 1 target right now has to be Antonio, because he's won 4 challenges individually now. And if we don't get Antonio out now, he's going to win his way to the end, and that would be super impressive and very difficult to beat. And he's very likable and social, so Antonio's got to go.
I think at this point, the biggest threat, I think, is Antonio. I mean, he's like the eternal flame king, and we'll see. But I don't know. I think I need to go in the opposite direction now. Instead of the weakest link, it needs to be the strongest link. And I love Antonio, but I think that he's probably my biggest threat at this point.
So this immunity challenge is definitely by far the biggest immunity of the season. It's important that either myself, Aaron, or CJ wins, because if it ties, we don't know what's going to happen. So it's good for one of us to have the internal flame.
Welcome back to the Challenge Grounds, guys. Here again to compete for your individual shot at the Eternal Flame. For this challenge, we have CHARON of the STYX. CHARON was the ferryman of Hades. He would help the dead cross the river Styx into the underworld. In order to pay for their passage, the dead needed to pay with a coin. In many ancient cultures, the living world would leave a coin on the eyes of their loved ones after death, which brings us to this challenge. In this challenge, you will need your 2 pencils and 10 quarters. Each quarter represents a person's sacrifice from the game. Starting off, you will need to stand, and you will have 45 seconds to hold 6 quarters in between their pencils and hold it for as long as possible. While holding on to the pencils, you will need to have your hands at most in the middle or towards the outer portions of the pencil. After 3 minutes, we'll add the remaining 4 quarters, and the last one standing wins the Eternal Flame. All right, Prometheans, quarters up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just like that, Tracy, CJ, and Antonio are out of this challenge. Michael, I know it's going to be difficult, but you will need to slide your left hand back towards the center. And Michael is out of this challenge. We are now down to Jocelyn and Aaron. Both Prometheans are looking rock steady. And Aaron appears to have shifted just slightly. We're about 2 minutes into the challenge. And just like that, Aaron has dropped and Jocelyn wins the Eternal Flame. Congratulations, Jocelyn.
Good job, Jocelyn.
Breakout rooms are now open.
That immunity could not have come at a better time. By the time I am potentially up for a vote again, there will be 2 people that they've had to vote out from within themselves. And I think that this is gonna, no matter who goes, right now I'm in a much better position than I was a couple rounds ago. So I'm gonna keep trying to win and keep myself safe, and we'll see what happens. But I really needed that, and yeah, it feels nice.
Congrats.
Thank you.
The way the 2 of us have been the only ones immune
I know.
this afternoon. Hey, CJ.
Hello.
Room limit.
Congrats, Jocelyn.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, how did you do that?
I got like a really good one when we were practicing, so then I just kind of like put my arms down, so like I wasn't like letting go of the tension, but I wasn't, because I was like, if I try and do this again, I'm never gonna get another, you know. So I was like, okay, don't like pick it up because my arms would get tired, but I just lucked into like getting a good angle at one point and then stuck with it.
Okay, I fumbled that challenge so hard. Yeah, it was rough. I know my name was thrown out immediately. Who would want to openly keep someone who won so many challenges in? And anyways, are there any places y'all are leaning for the vote? Sorry to cut to the chase.
No, they're getting shorter and shorter. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I don't, it's weird for me because like, and I know on some level it doesn't matter anymore, but I don't know like all of the conversations that have been happening for 2 days between you all. So I don't know a lot of those dynamics, you know?
Hey.
Hello. I was trying to win so that Jocelyn would be an option, but.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
Oh no, I can't stand that she has immunity.
I know. That's a problem.
Aaron, I was rooting for you. I was over here trying to flick the quarters out of her.
I was so close. I thought that I had it because I saw her hand slipping, and I was like, yes, you just have to hold on for a little bit longer. And then I don't know if you saw it.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed as hell. Michael, I can't believe you guys picked him up.
I know. I had my hands were like so close though. I had a feeling they were going to call me out on it because it wasn't really, my hands were way too close. But
what are we thinking, guys? What are we thinking?
Well, I will not vote for either of you guys, no matter what. Like, I promise that. I guess between Antonio and CJ, Antonio seems like more of a threat. I would say. So
I feel like we need to maybe take the shot when he is not immune because that doesn't happen very often.
I kind of agree.
Like the first time.
I'm super bummed that Jocelyn won the challenge. That was going to be such an easy vote. Now I had to think harder. So hopefully if my teammates follow through with what they were going to say, we're on board with Antonio. He's just too strong a player. He is the strongest link, and we find that to be very threatening. So while he does not have an eternal flame for the first freaking time, we need to jump on it. So fingers crossed. And let's see. We'll see where the backstabbing lies now.
But yeah, do y'all have any thoughts?
I don't I mean, congrats, Jocelyn, obviously. I do not want to vote for you, Antonio. I'll say that much. I don't know what you guys are thinking, but I feel like if like you were voted out, or if any of us are voted out, then like they might all work together potentially.
I do just want to pitch that I know I've won a lot of immunities, but if I'm gone, it's going to fall on the two people that I think, like you two, for who goes next.
Yeah.
I don't mind being held as the biggest shield still here. Use me if you need, because Michael, I think she was alluding to you when she said, we know who's running the game. Because when she would DM me, your name would come up so often.
Why? I liked Bloody. I was always defending Bloody the whole game.
Yeah, no, I don't know what it was, but she was very like it seemed like you two were at war almost. And I was like, God damn.
That is actually shocking. Like, what? I straight up have been like defending her for like 3 rounds. Until the last one.
So
apparently Bloody had told Antonio that I was who she thinks is running the game, which that's really good for me because she just went to the jury. So I'm like, oh, great. But Antonio thinking that makes me think he might want me out now. And it was pretty much told to me that my name was thrown out there a little bit by that. So
I am flabbergasted by Bloody thinking like we were at war. What?
Yeah, well, I mean, that might have been me, over exaggerating a little bit, but like the back and forth, I don't even know if it's back and forth, but just like she had an ear and an eye out for you. So I think that's why she maybe thinks it was you.
I straight up, okay, Jocelyn, have I not just like every single time, like the first 3 rounds of the merge been like, I don't want to vote Bloody out?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I do not know. Cause like for me, like I felt like she was like being scapegoated as someone that was like doing more than she was, but apparently I'm very even more happy now that I voted for her.
She's so damn good at those challenges. That's one reason why I wanted her out here earlier.
I thought and maybe that's my bad. I thought that it was going to be okay because I thought that other one was like kind of luck. Like there wasn't necessarily a skill to it, but.
Yeah. I thought anybody who could get that ping pong into that cup has to have some sort. That is not all luck. I mean, that was hard. That was hard. Oh, good, CJ. We're thinking maybe Antonio because he seems to be the next biggest threat.
Yeah, because it's just gonna be like either Jocelyn or Antonio gonna keep winning challenges. So
I know, and while he doesn't have immunity, I mean, I love Antonio, but he's our next biggest threat.
Yeah, I think having four wins.
I know, right?
I have a strong feeling that Antonio's going home, but I mean, there's still a heartbeat in me that I might be, I might be the blind side, but I don't know who they're gonna vote for, like Jocelyn and Antonio, so we'll definitely see. I hope it isn't in my favor because right now I have this drive to make it to the final. Like I didn't come this far just to be the 6th booth. Like I want to go to the end.
If we're 4 solid, we're majority.
Yeah. And I think we can trust Michael not to.
Oh no, Michael. Yeah, I think Michael's. I trust him wholeheartedly.
Who would you want to vote for?
I think. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking between like Tracy or CJ. Partially just because I think like Tracy has played like a very upfront game, so no one's going to be mad at her. They'll be like, she was straightforward with me. She said, I'm voting you out. And she voted them out. Whereas
she's immediately Bloody's vote for sure.
Oh, I think she would honestly do really good with the jury. I feel like just how she's played. Oh shit.
Okay, so we're going back.
Okay, we gotta.
Y'all have do you have a?
For me, like Tracy's already mad at me, so that's probably
just
where
do her
I would
and get it
lean.
over
But I
with?
could, that works.
Okay,
I'm in.
I would be fine doing Tracy. I've been told by Jocelyn and Michael that they're willing to do Tracy. We also discussed before the challenge with Jocelyn and Aaron that we would want to do Tracy or CJ. So hopefully that still sticks. I didn't get a chance to check in with Aaron, so I don't know where she's actually going. But I might just pull a Keith and say stick to the plan and hope she gets it.
This vote feels very easy, which is concerning to me. because I probably should have hopped in to at least put in a little bit of FaceTime with Antonio and Jocelyn, but I lost track of the time in the breakout rooms. So I'm like a little bit nervous just because I wasn't there, and I think because Antonio didn't win immunity, I think that it just makes so much sense to get him out. He is a challenge threat. He is someone that Ben was talking about early on as being, really fantastic in running things. Like logically, I think for literally everybody, it makes sense to vote Antonio.
All right, well, once again, welcome back to the temple. Today, we're going to start off with Jocelyn. So, Jocelyn, this is your second competition win today?
Today, yeah.
So then you and Antonio are pretty much the only people to have the eternal flame this entire game. How does that feel?
I will always want my control of my game in my hands as much as possible. So as much as it, I'm sure, paints a target in some ways, it's the way I would want to play. So I'd rather at least be targeted for something that I did than something somebody thought I said or thought I did. So if it ever makes me a target, at least I can say that it was for something real. So there's that.
So talking about being as painted as targets for individual challenge wins, we're going to go to Antonio. Do you feel like you have a big target on your back now that you finally don't have the eternal flame to keep you safe?
I think you could say that in some regards, yeah, I do. But there are other targets still in the game. There are people who have a lot of connections within those who are in the game. A lot of people have connections with those who are on the jury. So following just one kind of target isn't necessarily the best, because once those targets are gone, the fingers point to you for being a different kind of target.
So if we also start to look at some of the targets, I mean, in the previous round, and I believe even the round before that as well, Tracy has received votes both times. So Tracy, do you feel like you are the potential target this cycle?
I don't ever get comfortable. So, I mean, I can always be a target. I'm never going to let my guard down. After talking to some allies, I would hope that I'm not the target, but, we're going to find out this round to see who, if I am naive or not is what we're going to find out. So I'm curious to see, but I'm not going to get comfortable because I don't ever want to think that I'm safe. And, but I'd like to think I am, but I'm not going to put all my eggs in that basket,
Michael, was there a lot of moving around of the breakout rooms this past cycle? Given that we are now in permanent blackout for the duration of the game, you have to interact with face-to-face, and I believe you had said before you preferred that.
Yeah, 100%. I prefer face-to-face because I feel like it's just more fun. It's more like, you can really get to see who you're talking to. It's not everyone just sitting on their phones typing. But to answer your question, I do think this round, compared to the other rounds, actually, I don't know if there was as much movement. It felt like, for me at least, I was with a lot of the same people. I guess that's what happens when you're down to 6, right? You see the same faces over and over. So I don't think there was as much movement in the breakout rooms, but I do think that within the breakout rooms, everyone had a chance to talk to everybody, I'm assuming, and I'm sure plans were made depending on who you were with and when.
Okay, so are there any final thoughts before we get to the vote?
Oh, I just want to say that I'm just happy that we are final 6. That's an achievement for all of us. I don't know why did I say the last word, since Ben is not already here. So I think I got to get the last word now. So yeah, it's just amazing that we all 6 are together here. So yeah, that's it.
All right, and with those final thoughts, let's move on to the vote. So please submit your vote and your voting confessional.
I think it's between you and me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it straight. Yeah, so I hope it's no hard feelings. I'm hoping I will survive. But yeah, if not, best of luck to you, because I think you will have a really good chance of winning.
I just have a strong feeling people are flipping on me. Strong feeling. Well, but you know, on the other hand, I'll become a juror, and I made it to top 6. So not too shabby. Still like to stick around for another round or two, I'm not gonna lie.
Once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person with the highest amount of votes will be sacrificed from the game. First vote, Tracy. Second vote, Antonio. That's 1 vote Tracy, 1 vote Antonio. Third vote, Antonio. That's 2 Antonio, 1 Tracy. Fourth vote, Tracy. We're tied. 2 Tracy, 2 Antonio. Fifth vote, Antonio. That's 3 Antonio, 2 Tracy, 1 vote left. And the next person sacrificed from the game, Antonio. Antonio, that is enough. Do you have any final thoughts?
I mean, I can't say I wasn't expecting it. I knew from when I started winning immunity early on today, it would end up being do or die eventually. I thank you all for playing such a wonderful game. Good luck to each and every one of you. I think all of you have a chance to win this. Don't doubt yourself. Make it to the end and prove to me why you deserve to win. Great game, everyone.
All right. So congratulations to the final 5. And on that note, we will begin your next challenge in just a moment.
I kind of knew it was coming. I've known the second I lost immunity, kind of any of these rounds, it would have come. I definitely wish I was able to kind of jump around more, maybe just like mess up the conversation. But I wasn't shocked to see that my name was written down, and it was written down 4 times. I didn't think I was going to win the immunities in the beginning of the day. I don't think they really saw through a lot of what I was doing. I was doing a lot behind the scenes, kind of telling people little things here and there that I would then in turn see come back to me. So I think I did a really good job that way. But yeah, just throw competitions. Don't win any competitions. Don't even get close, and maybe I could have made it to the end. I definitely will be scarred for looking at pencils and quarters, especially the journey I went in to get these quarters, having to go to multiple stores because they just didn't have enough change. Yeah, I will definitely be scarred for a bit. But yeah, I had a great time. I really just wanted to set the new record of challenge wins. I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. And yeah, I had a great time, and yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess.
How many votes? Did Tracy only get 1 vote?
It was 2. She got 2.
She got 2, didn't she? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know I wonder who was left out of the UNAM.
It must have been Aaron, right?
I know. Literally, but like.
This is going to make it so interesting at the end. Am really, before I keep going, I do want to say, I did tell you so. I said that if you voted out Ben, Jenny, Bloody, and Antonio would all follow. Not in that order, but I did say that.
No, but I mean, you got it.
And then, but I'm really happy to see that these people we perceived as kind of more under the radar. I mean, you'd be stupid to not take out Antonio, but it makes me glad to see some agency from people.
Yeah, God forbid Antonio was still there. I'd be pissed, but.
Ozzy is here.
Please tell me you did that for the exit interview.
No, I forgot to. I forgot to. Bloody, I did not want to vote you because I knew the second you were gone, I was gone.
I know. Okay, so this is where I was trying to figure out, so what the fuck happened? Like, I'm guessing, did CJ and Michael? Okay, well, yes, with you. Let's start with you. That is probably the more pertinent. But yeah, afterwards, I've got a lot of questions. So who voted with you? That's what we were trying to figure out.
I think Jocelyn.
Okay.
That makes more sense for her.
Yeah. It does make sense.
Because she's on the bottom no matter what. She
doesn't really know. Yeah, and it's like, it seems like. So you definitely took her under your wing, like as soon as possible.
No, since yesterday, I was like, I need to keep Jocelyn safe because she won immunity and I did.
Okay.
And if we're gonna start targeting people because they won immunity, who does that point fingers to?
Yeah.
So I was definitely like, no, keep Jocelyn in, like get on her good side.
Which now she's in the same boat you are. Where she's
so now she has to. But the thing, it has to, or not has to, but it's probably going to be Knowledge of Apollo Part 2.
Yeah, which you were set up for.
She won Part 1.
Oh, that's why she won Part 1.
We both did.
In our tribe.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
It was 2 wins.
Yeah, 2 wins.
So like I was like, if I can make it one more round, I'm winning that because I perfect scored it. And if not, like I do really hope she wins it. Like
I do too.
I could see her, like, for one, having such a great underdog story if she makes it to the end.
100%. Can you imagine?
Before the challenge even happened, I had talked with Jocelyn and Aaron, who we have had kind of a little thing going on since the beginning of today.
Yeah.
We got in a room, the three of us, and I was like, I really think like they won't suspect us working together.
I had no clue.
Hey, Jenny.
Hi. Sorry, I was away.
No, you're good.
So I missed a bunch of stuff. You want to update me real quick? Who's in power now? And like,
right now, I would say if she can win immunity, Jocelyn, she definitely is the swing because I do think it's between Michael and CJ. And Aaron and Tracy.
Yeah.
So Jocelyn is going to be dead center. Even if she doesn't win immunity, they should try and utilize her. She should be safe because they need to get rid of the other duos.
100%. Damn, what a good position.
Mm-hmm. Oh, also, I was the Tracy vote. I wasn't your vote, Bloody.
That's so funny.
Wait,
what's my vote?
CJ voted Bloody first. He was the one who flipped.
Why did he do
the first round?
What?
I don't. He voted.
He's close with Jenny.
Yeah, but we all told him to vote Tracy. I don't know why he would go and throw his vote away on Bloody.
Do you have any thoughts, Anthony? I'm curious on Michael versus CJ. Who you think is playing a better game?
Michael. I think Michael has laid a lot of groundwork. He was still susceptible to a lot of my mist. Bloody, I told him that you were like targeting running the game at him. He either put on a great show or actually believed it. So yeah, I also put that out to make sure that others knew that it was pointed towards him.
Welcome back to the Challenge Grounds, guys. Here again to compete for the Eternal Flame. So, as I did say, we won right from the temple to here. And so, with that, you may or may not remember from day one, but you competed in a challenge called Knowledge of Apollo Part 1. Well, this is Part 2. This is another returning challenge from Season 1. So I'm going to ask you guys 8 questions. After all 8 questions are answered, the person with the highest score wins the Eternal Flame. The blackout round still continues to now. All right? So, first question. What was the name of last challenge? Answers, please, and reveal. The correct answer is, for this challenge, we have CHARON of the STYX. It is not pineapple pen, and despite some incorrect spellings, the other 4 have gotten it correct. Next question. Who were the winners of the first challenge of day 2? Please reveal your answers. The correct answer is the winner of the Eternal Flame is CJ. In second place, and a very close second place, might I add, is Antonio. All right, next question. How many returning challenges have we had from season 1?
Does this challenge count?
Yes, it does. Please reveal your answers. The correct answer is, we're bringing back a challenge from season 1 called A Feast for Dionysus, the Greek aqueduct. Target your nemesis. Well, this is part 2. This is another returning challenge from season 1. All right, next question. What is the color of your current team tag? Please reveal your answers. And the correct answer is black. Aaron, I will give you the point for white and black, but the correct answer is black. Next question. What, or more specifically, who is your team named after? All right, please reveal your answers. The correct answer is Chaos. All right, question 6. Who were the elders at the end of day 1? All right, please reveal your answers. The correct answer is Tracy and Ben. All right, everyone got that correct. Moving on. What was the unique feature of the Venus de Milo? All right, reveal your answers. The correct answer is the statue had a very unique feature to it, which was that it was missing its arms. All right, and the final question. What did the ping pong ball symbolize in the Greek aqueduct? All right, reveal your answers. The correct answer is, well, the ping pong ball is the water flowing through it. All right, the results are tallied. So, looking over the score, the winner by 1 point is Aaron. Congratulations, Aaron. Breakout rooms are now open.
I got my Eternal Flame win. I am so thrilled. I am very proud of myself. And I also feel like this validates my move to get out Antonio. He got perfect the first time on the Knowledge of Apollo Part 1. So I knew that if I had any hope of winning, that he needed to go before we did Part 2. So I feel like that validates that decision. I'm very relieved that I can't be voted out here. If it's the same as it was last time, we don't even have another vote.
I do not like them three being together, so we should probably split that up pretty soon.
Yeah, good call. I'm happy to stay since I'm a mute.
Sure.
So
Okay, I'll go.
You go.
But we can do Jocelyn and then try to tell TJ and Tracy. If they don't do that, like, they're silly. So, all right, great job. Congrats. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Huge win.
I'm so excited.
Let's go.
Coming to you live from in front of the tapestry that we just realized has been upside down this entire time. Trees aren't up in the sky. The sun isn't down on the ground. So I guess it fits the whole mythology thing. This is just the underworld, I guess. But I'm gonna make light of it because I'm actually really, really bummed that I didn't get that one. I have notes. I have tracked everything. I know that goddamn statue does not have either arm. I don't know why I only wrote one arm down. I really wanted to try to keep controlling my own safety in this game. But yeah, I am disappointed in myself on that one. 1,000%.
I was so close. I was so close. I'm so mad.
So
what's your score though? Did you keep track of your scores? I didn't keep track of mine because I already messed up.
I know I was only like one behind her because I got almost all of them right. So I'm really mad because I wanted immunity on that one so bad.
No.
I had 6.
Oh, I'm so mad. I thought I had that one. Oh.
So you have 6 as well, Tracy.
Yeah.
Oh wow, you guys are close by, like all 3 of you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was intense. Oh my god. So what's the plan? That's the most important thing to talk about.
I'm planless. Apparently I have a big target on my head, so I got nothing.
So Tracy, I know that you and I have not really. Hey. Wait, do you want me to go?
No. You're talking to Tracy, right? I can go. You're about to say something to Tracy, so I can go.
I was just sitting in a room with the person with immunity, and I was like, oh, this might not be this.
Yeah, la la la. I said I was so close. I said everybody's gunning for me at this point, so I'm like
yeah.
I mean, we have a majority. Whoever's sitting in this room has a majority. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, you're right. Who do we got?
Only the person.
All 3 of us vote CJ. Then
Let's do it. We're all safe. We're all safe.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay. I'm on it.
It's that simple.
That simple. It is literally that simple. You are 100% correct. All right. I'm game.
Okay.
I'm absolutely down. I love it. Easy peasy.
I think that we have a plan, but that plan involves Tracy voting with me against one of her team members, which isn't something she's been open to any time until now. So I'm hoping that out of self-preservation, she was sincere.
What was our team name named after? And I gave the team name as my answer. I was like, so stupid. Why did I say CHAON? That's literally
if I had done both arms for Venus, then it would have been tied to. Like, it's all of those, like, well, this is the challenge that we'll like lay awake at night thinking about.
If I had gotten the team tag color right, then I would have been. I would have been in. I would have tied with Aaron. We would have had a tiebreaker question.
A tiebreaker would have been epic. Goodness.
Absolutely. But as long as the 3 of us are on the same page, we're
about it.
Yeah.
Hey girl, congrats.
Hello, thank you.
Finally you won this time. That's because you were close. You were close on the, I don't know what they call that challenge.
Yes. What was it? CHARON of the STYX.
Yeah.
So Michael and I, oh my gosh, I'm so relieved. Michael and I were saying Jocelyn.
Yeah.
Like I think that she's really great at the challenges. So
it was close with you. She has, I think, 6, and you get 7, right?
Yeah, she was, I think, 1 behind me. So and the whole jury is full of original Aaron. So I think it would be
like at least 3 votes. Shuan, right?
Yes.
I'm still shocked that I was able to make it the final 5. I've played a very messy game. Like, I can admit that. This vote is gonna be hard, even though, like, you know, Jocelyn is like the only Aaron woman standing. So, but I really like her as a person. Plus, I think Tracy's also, you know, I mean, good with the jury, right? Because she has, you know, Bloody and Antonio.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yes. Well, so last time, so in season 1, the final 4 was actually a challenge. So the first 3 people that completed it moved on.
Okay.
But I think when he said that we could beat Tracy at a challenge, I think he was, well, at least when he said that to me, I was like, oh yeah, because all 3 of us, we just need all 3 of us to be able to to do it.
Yeah, I think I can safely say, like, us 3, like you. I mean, I don't think they suspect.
Yeah, on the off chance that it is a final 2, I think it has to be you and me. I think that I don't think I can win, to be honest, with all of the, like, everyone feeling like I wasn't playing. And I feel like when Bloody left and when she said, you know who's running the game, I think she was talking about Michael.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought it was Antonio, to be honest.
Oh, it could. Well, it could.
Yeah.
But I think that we have the best chance against each other.
One of the challenges with Michael is that we have played a very similar game. So I think one of the hardest things at the end would be to distinguish my game from him. But to me, this vote is so easy. Jocelyn has all of the original Aaron people on the jury. They're going to vote for her, I think, over the rest of us, especially with the way that the game has played out. I think there's a lot of frustration there.
Going on. Congratulations on your immunity. I was right behind you.
Thank you.
I was right behind you. We would, if I would have answered the color right, we would have had a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Because I was on that chick.
Jocelyn was pitching CJ.
Yeah. I'm sure my name's out there again. So
I haven't heard it.
I don't think so. I think we're all on the same page of the jury is full of people from original Aaron, and it would be very dumb to take Jocelyn any closer to the end.
Yeah. So we all voted CJ. The 3 of us were like, if 3 of us are CJ strong, then we know that that's majority right there. So
yeah. Did CJ say?
When you say CJ strong, do you mean voting
him out?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I've been going Tracy for a while now. So.
I can see her she's a very likable. Like you can see it.
She's gonna do well in jury, or with the jury. I mean, yeah.
Especially like she's the first elder. She was, she was able to go far in final. What is it, 5?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can definitely see her winning. I mean. At least have jury votes in the end.
For sure. Ugh, nerve-wracking.
So if ever you, me are gonna vote for Tracy, who is the 3rd one? That's the thing.
That's what I don't like. There wasn't conversations. I'm hoping that other people just want to, because it's too late now to grab anybody.
So I will say season 1, the final 4 was a challenge, and the first 3 that completed it got into the final 3.
It was it's right. It was the slide puzzle, but it was putting the names of the people who got booted out in order, and then it was a slide puzzle.
Wait, so we don't vote again?
And then I find out from Aaron that this game does not end with a final 4 vote. It ends with a final 4 challenge. So I'm gonna have to do good at one of these challenges. I'm gonna have to beat whoever I'm up against. Jocelyn has to go tonight. I hope if this is the last vote, I'm really keeping my fingers crossed that they see Jocelyn as more of a threat than me, because I think it would be one of us, I'm guessing, unless she really is doing CJ, but I find that hard to believe. Hopefully it's smooth sailing and no one votes for me, because I would love to make the end of this game without getting any votes.
So welcome back to the temple. You are all the final 5, and that is an amazing thing. So congratulations to the 5 of you. Aaron, as usual, we will start off with the winner of the Eternal Flame. How does it feel, especially knowing that it was very close? You did win by 1.
It feels amazing. I am. It feels good to have won Eternal Flame to prove that I'm not just sort of like hanging around, not doing anything. And then I think it also. So one of my vote last time was for Antonio, and part of it was because I know that he just kicks ass at the trivia challenges, and that I was right there the last one that we had. And so I was like, I think if Antonio leaves, I am going to be able to win this one, and I did.
Okay, so follow up then. So you knew it was going to be a trivia challenge.
I had a good feeling because, we're down to there only being 5 of us, and we hadn't had knowledge of Apollo Part 2. So.
All right, so out of curiosity, by a show of hands, who's watched the entirety of Season 1? Okay, so Jocelyn, if knowledge of Apollo Part 2 was pretty much a given, what do you think is going to come up next in the next cycle?
This is unfair because I haven't watched it since it aired. I don't remember. Sorry.
Okay, then Tracy, what do you think is going to happen in the next cycle?
I want to say that it's a challenge, if I'm not mistaken. So, and then that kind of brings it down to 3, doesn't it? I don't know. Right now, I'm just kind of nervous. I can't even think straight. I'm nervous and excited all at the same time, and but I'm pretty sure, isn't it a challenge that takes one of us out, if I'm not mistaken?
That is correct, which then means that this is probably one of the most important votes of the season. So with that being said, what's your train of thought going into this vote, Michael?
Right. I definitely just got blindsided with that tidbit of knowledge about 5 minutes ago. So I was not aware that there was not another vote until now. So that definitely changes things. I would say that it probably puts more of a focus on, if you want to get someone out and they're good at challenges, now's like basically the last time to do it. Because if you don't do it, then they're probably not going to get last place, and they'll probably be at the final 3. So I think that's kind of at least where my focus is at right now. And it definitely changes things.
Okay, so CJ, what's most important to you then? What's your train of thought going into this vote?
For me, I'm also thinking about like who's gonna be who am I going to beat at the end, and at the same time who's gonna make who's going to bring me or probably have my back at the end. So at the same time, you want to have to check the journey. Definitely a lot of consideration to think about, especially like in our breakout room where there's very little room to just go back and forth. So it's very tough for me. Like this final 5 vote is very crucial.
Okay. So, with that being said, does anyone have any final thoughts? I think we should just go to the vote unless there is anything else. All right. Please submit your vote in your voting confessional.
Yeah, I'm so upset that I don't have immunity on this one. I was so damn close on those. I was kicking ass on those trivia questions, so I'm really bummed out that I don't have immunity on this one. I still don't feel safe.
I am still voting CJ. I am not giving up hope until it's completely gone, but
this vote is very heartbreaking for me. Like, it's like the same as the Jen vote, but I didn't vote for her, but still, this vote sucks just because I can feel that
Once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person with the highest amount of votes will be sacrificed from the game. First vote, Jocelyn. Second vote, Jocelyn. Third vote, CJ. That's 2 votes Jocelyn, 1 vote CJ. Next vote. And the next person sacrificed from the game, Jocelyn. Jocelyn, that is 3 votes. That is enough. Do you have any final thoughts?
I figured that was happening once the hint about the next challenge came out. So no hard feelings. Everybody go battle it out, have fun, and see you soon at the Ascension.
Head on over to the Prometheus YouTube page for additional scenes and content.
Absolutely, today was a roller coaster. I thought I was gone so many times. Thank God for the Eternal Flame multiple times. I'm really curious post-game to see what Bloody was thinking. Some of her comments kind of caught me off guard, and I'm really curious what other conversations were happening behind the scenes for their team, because I definitely was not gunning for her. I specifically had raised Tracy's name out of the Bloody, Tracy, Aaron trio, because Aaron had reached out, Bloody had reached out, not even gameplay, but just conversationally, and I really liked her, and honestly thought if we got Tracy out that maybe there stood a chance of working together at some point. So I'm really thankful for the people who did open up from the other team. I had a lot more fun playing today than if they hadn't, and you know, for the other our own team members, it sucks that they kind of just went 1, 2, 3 out right in the beginning. I'm pretty proud of where I wound up, and it was a lot of fun. Very little of the anxiety that I was worried about, just a ton of fun and entertainment and meeting really cool people. So I'm really glad that I did it.